What's your take on it all?
Well, I done a show with Cundy on Saturday, and we were talking about the game Sunday, and I said to him, we'll win. Beat you last year, 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. We'll win again. I was confident because you look at Chelsea, you're not scared. You know, look at their players, and you're like, where's this £1 billion? Like, where are these players? You know, Casado, top player, Fernandes, top player, but I think Villa's midfield of Kamara and Louise cost like 15 million. Chelsea's was 200, and they bossed Chelsea in the middle. Startling
difference.
Yeah, they actually bossed the midfield, Villa. So they've got problems, and everyone talks about time. They were booing Chelsea after the game. Fans don't give you time. I mean, these fans are like, we spent £1 billion, we're going to be up there with Man City, we're going to be up there with Arsenal, we're going to be fighting for the top 4. They're not going to accept another season like last season. And who do you not want next? Fulham away. That's the last thing that these Chelsea players want. That'll be a very, very, very tough game. So they've got problems. I feel like Jackson up front, it's a bit erratic. I feel like he's shooting them from the wrong angles. Mudryk needs time, needs coaching. He needs one-to-one coaching with coaches. Start playing Chilwell left back. You're leaving Chilwell on the bench and you're playing Colwell. Are you trying to copy Pep with the centre halves, a fullback? So there is problems there, and I just think Chelsea need to pick a starting team and stick with it. You know. So Sterling missed chances as well, didn't he? Conor Gallagher, should he be starting every game for Chelsea? They're trying to get rid of him. Excuse me, when they're trying to get rid of Ziyech and he played the next game. Yeah, Conor Gallagher was up for sale. Now he's playing every game. He's getting the armband. Jackson's got 5 bookings already. He's suspended. You know.
So where does the buck stop? Who do we blame for the situation?
Everyone.
Everyone. So yeah, okay.
Erratic from the owners to spending. The manager's got to do better. You can't be saying. Before the last game, he looked quite happy after losing points. Pochettino, like he thinks he's got this length of time in a project. We've seen that with Lampard, Potter. If this carries on, and we've got some tough games that they're not guaranteed to win now. Teams aren't scared to play Chelsea now as well. Natalie used to go to Stamford Bridge and park the bus. We did when we went there. I think we lost 7 there one time. Now you go in there and you're on the front foot like Villa. So there's big problems there, and Pochettino, hope he doesn't think that he's got the amount of time he thinks he has, because... Oh.
Do you know what? Their next set of fixtures in the Premier League are quite
tricky.
They are tricky. You mentioned the Fulham game. They've got Burnley away following that. The international break then comes, but then they have 3 London derbies, Arsenal, Brentford and Spurs, followed by Manchester City, Newcastle, Brighton. I mean, you can look at those, and just from the way things are panning out right now, you don't know how many points they're going to get from those games. Just because of how, as you mentioned, in a way, erratic they've all been.
And as well, if you're playing against them now, you know, like Jackson got put through 1-on-1, Sterling got put through 1-on-1, and they're not natural finishers. You know, Jackson was like making the wrong choice of shot, but they haven't, for all that money, everyone keeps saying it, you haven't got a top centre forward. Why not spend 700 million, use 300 to go and get Mbappe? You know, it's scary that they've spent that much money and they've got a striker who needs time as well to get used to the Premier League, because he's not at the level at the moment. And Kunku, he'll be big when he comes back.
Yeah, so he's injured, and we're still waiting to see more from him as such when he does.
But Chelsea fans must be just thinking, like, what's happening here? Like.
And the upheaval continues, because there is another story involving Chelsea this morning in a story in The Sun. It's with the headline, Mark's Set Go. It says Chelsea's £62 million outcast Marc Cucurella is eyeing a January exit to end his Stamford Bridge woes. The Spanish defender hasn't played a single minute, Gabby, in the league this season, with his only appearance coming against AFC Wimbledon in the Carabao Cup. Well... Now, obviously, when he was at Brighton, and you understood in a way why the move came about, because he was doing so well at Brighton, and yet, where's his career at now? What top side would want him? I
think he'd still get a decent move, but what's the fee? Is it a loan? Because when you don't play as a player, your value drops so much. If he was 62, is he 30 now? Can Chelsea sell him for 30? Are they going to loan him out? If he's not in the manager's plans, will they think, let's get some money back for him? So that's the problem. It's like Jadon Sancho we'll talk about later. What's he worth now? Brought for 72. What's he worth now if they want to sell him in January? Half? You lose so much when you're not playing.
And you mentioned Sancho, but just in general, if there's a player actually you get to a point where you think we just got to get them out the door, you might have to cut your losses.
Oh, you have to.
You'll have to make a loss on that player, particularly.
Of course, as a club, now if you want to get rid of Cucurella, it's not in the manager's plans. Okay, if I'm going to be cheeky, I'm Brentford. Rico Henry injured.
We have got an injury.
Rico Henry injured. I'll be like January.
Right.
Okay, how about a loan,
we'll
Chelsea?
Take him on loan. Take him on loan. We'll give him a chance.
Do your local rivals a little favour. We'll have him on loan. He can play against you. But he's going to want to go out on loan and play football because it's not good to be at a club and not playing. But Chelsea, we've got some players that the value must be dropping day by day.
Chelsea fans, we want to hear from you this morning. Who do you blame for what's going on with your club? I know Simon Jordan yesterday was on White and Jordan, and he was saying, we have to be looking at the dugout as to the situation that Chelsea find themselves in right now. So how much longer would you give Mauricio Pochettino? Are you even worried that you could be dragged into a relegation fight, as Jason Cundy was sort of pointing out with the stats there? You can give us a call on 03717 223344. Should we quickly mention about Jadon Sancho, the situation that's going on with him, because there's more revelations about the situation at Manchester United with him, and that is that Erik Ten Hag has banned him now. This is quite extraordinary how this is developing, this story. He's been banned from all first-team facilities, which includes, for example, the dining room. He's reportedly to be unhappy with the decision, but is still refusing to apologise. And that's what it seems to all centre on, the simple one word of sorry that this is all centering on. It comes after Sancho posted on social media a response to the criticism that he had received from Erik Ten Hag after he wasn't selected for their defeat to Arsenal last month. United fans, whose camp are you in this morning? Do you think Sancho should apologise, or is Ten Hag simply being too strict by going, as it seems, to these levels of banning him from all use of United facilities? Why not call us again on 03717 223344?
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.